morning.
All right, let me get set up here so I can see my comments, and we've got a few minutes before people start popping in. I'm going to put in a little
Very well.
welcome. Okay. So we've got a few minutes before everybody pops in, but so how was your camping trip?
How was your camping trip?
It was wet, very wet. I'm having a hard time hearing you, but we're working on that now.
It's up to size.
It's a size, I don't know, got my hearing aid in. I guess I'm just deaf. Anyway, very wet.
Okay. Hey, Jana,
Hey.
welcome. Jana's here.
Hey, how you doing?
Anyway, yeah.
I'm trying to quickly work my way out of a job.
Okay. All right. So we are here with.
All right, I can hear you a little better now.
Okay, good. All right. So we're just having some technical difficulties this morning, and I was just. Daria's having technical difficulties, and I've just been die cutting my little heart out this morning. So I am going. You've got the caboodles to show, don't you?
Oh, well, I'm really sorry. I'm having a hard time
Okay.
hearing.
All right.
It's as loud.
Are you going to show yours first, or you want me to show
I thought
mine?
I'd have you show yours first.
Okay. Well, I'm just off a camping trip and technical difficulties, so it's going to be an interesting morning. But while I was camping, I got my caboodle, so I was excited to get it open. So I just want to show what's in there. There's a stencil, and it makes this background. Whoops, here we go. This background and also these pencils. I may be using that today.
Fun.
I'm definitely using these characters. Whoops. Using these characters, these crayons, possibly making a graduation card for my grandson.
Oh, that's hilarious.
This is the glimmer.
That's what I'm doing. I'm making graduation cards
Yeah,
too.
isn't that a lovely color? Isn't that a lovely color? Yeah, I glimmered my plate nicely.
Been there, done that.
But so I'll be using the glimmer plate today. I'll be using the Stampin' Dies, which, man, the stamps and the matching dies. I'll be using some of the sentiments from there.
Very fun.
Then I like this one here.
Oh, I love that. What's
and
that
I
called?
had a really great plan, but I couldn't. Yeah, I had a great plan for this, and I may even do it at another time, but I have to find an image that I can use with, get permission to use. But my idea was to make the lamp from the American Christmas Story, with the leg. When I saw that lampshade, I said, "Oh, I got to make that lamp."
Oh yeah, that'll
but I've got to find an image to go with it.
Uh-huh.
Then there's the letterpress, which is an alphabet, which is really nice. Man, not using that today though. And then of course, the little small die with the apple in the books. That's nice, great. And then there's a refrigerator, which at first I was wondering, what does that have to do with the rest of the set? But it does have an alphabet on it. And it's a really nice size. I can use it for all kinds of these dies.
Very fun.
The wax seal says, "I'm so proud of you," and it's a round one. I really like it. And then I got a mixed bag. Different people get different colors depending on what they have. And this is one of my favorites. I don't know if you can see it very well. Anyway, it's books, and it's the 3D embossing folder. I don't know. My camera's not focusing very well today.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like going in and out,
but anyway, and then there's the wonky one, which you can use that time. Great. I think Shanna, you used this one already.
Yeah.
And then the foil is satin pewter, which is a beautiful color.
I used that
which
last
I'm not
night
using
on my
today
life
either. And then on your recommendation, I also got the big brushes.
Love them.
So I'm looking forward to using those. And I also picked up the stuff for the inside of the refrigerator.
Oh, fun.
So
Wow.
yeah, I know. I think that I'm looking forward to using it. Another idea I had with the large die of the month. It's got the shelves for the inside of the refrigerator.
Uh-huh.
I was going to use it with the chair and have bookshelves.
Oh,
and maybe
very good.
plant some books on them.
Great
So
creative
those are
use of
some
it.
ideas. Those are some ideas that have been running through my head. Now we'll see if I can make anything today.
So
Your go,
fun.
Shanna.
So fun. Okay, Alyssa, can everybody hear me? All right, we just need to go side by side. Okay, hopefully you could hear me. I was kind of in the background, but anyway, that caboodles thing is just scrumptious. I mean, I want all of it. I have a lot of it, but oh my gosh, just to get all of that in one bundle. Oh, you do hear me, Alyssa. Okay. If I remove myself, you can't hear me, but I think I just had myself minimized, so I think you could hear me. Anyway, so much fun. So what I'm going to work with, and I looks like I need to zoom in a little bit because I've been just sitting here die cutting and I really wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing. I'm going to bring my stool in, move up higher, and what I'm working with is, and you guys have seen it, and it's funny because the last Dory and I talked, she said she was going to do some stitching, and so I had no idea that she was going to have graduation cards in mind, and so that's what I'm doing today. I had a gal at church request several, and my husband said, "Are you going to make graduation cards?" And so I've just been die cutting my little heart out, getting everything, or my little apple out, just getting everything ready so that I can make several.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, Shay says that we girls are making her want to die cut. I've been doing some die cutting. So what I've got here is it's called the Classroom Chronicles, and it's the small die of the month. And so we've got this where we can create. I did a teacher card with it. I think I have it setting out because I'm going to use it. Let me grab them real quick because Dory is going to work with some of this too. Here's my glimmer that I did with the little crayons
Right.
that she's going to work
I'm
with.
also working. I took yeah, that is adorable.
And then here's one that I did with
Those
this,
are
and I'm going to
great
work with
cards.
this. Yeah, very fun, very fun. So that's what we're
Yeah,
going to be
I'm
working
also
with today.
working with. Okay.
Alyssa says she's going to have to
Well,
close her doors.
for my
Dan.
first card, I'm also using the stitching die from last month. It's the paper, which I thought worked really well with this month's kits because
Yeah,
it's
that's
got the
fun.
torn top and then you stitch the lines into the paper. So that's from last month's stitching kit. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now.
Hey, Gloria, welcome. You didn't hear me, but Alyssa
Hi, everybody.
Alyssa said she's going to have to close her doors. The electrician is cutting holes in the wall with the electric saw, and it's really loud. Oh, I hear you. Okay, so we're just going to get going, and I've got several things. I think the glasses make this set for this this card. So
Yeah.
I've got all my bits and pieces, but I really don't have like a layout for the card. So I really need to come up with what I'm going to do for the card. Maybe I can just do it straight on white and kind of keep it simple. I may want to. I don't usually do that. I usually layer it up. So think about this for a minute. And let me show you everything I've got. I didn't show everything. So I'm going to go make myself big right now. Well, maybe not. We'll switch. There we go. In addition to this set, I've got the Vivid Script Sentiments, and there's a real nice congrats in there. So I'm going to pull it in, and I like it. It's real clean. A really clean, fun congrats. I think the black really pops off the red. I've got several of those.
Oh, nice.
I've linked all the materials in the description box below. And what I thought would be fun is to use the classy numbers and to use the year of the graduation. So I've got several 2025s die cut out in red and black in this little tray. And I also kind of kept these because I thought I could use these and make some other cards as well. So, and I have die cut out
You
a
can use
bunch
them as
of the,
stencils.
I'm sorry?
I said you can use them as stencils too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually plug them in and actually use them as elements on the card. I did die cut out congrats off of this. I did wisdom and I did student, and I've got them off to the side and we're gonna pull those in. And I've got several of the graduation caps, the arms, the stems to the apple, the tips to the pencil, and the pencil is all on here. So I've just been die cutting and die cutting away this morning while I was waiting for the live. So now I just need a plan for my card. And I feel like I want some kind of a background. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go side by side, and you can kind of talk about what you're going to do. And I'm going to grab an embossing folder of sorts. I'll be back. Let's see.
Yeah, right now I'm doing some simple stitching on last month's kit, making my piece of paper. And then I'm going to use the glimmer, color it in, use the glimmer for my card, and use the sentiment, scribbled a note to say. And that's as far as I've gotten as far as planning, because just ran out of time. I don't know how you ladies do this.
Oh, well,
so
it's a process.
We had an interesting, go ahead.
No, I go ahead. I just said it's a
I was just
process.
gonna say I can't.
You're kind of cutting in and out on me. I think I'm going to use this. Oh, I don't even have the name on it. Let me look it up and see what it is really quick. I'm going to use this. It's just like a frame. It's probably called frame. Let me look it up. ED-130. Okay, let's see. E3D. Oh, I didn't put the 3 in there. No wonder they can't figure out what I'm trying to look up. Okay. Let's see. This is called, what happened? I'll get there eventually. E3D-130. I'm trying to look it up on the. Oh, I'm trying to look it up on the Spellbinders
Well,
website.
I have enough. Yes. I didn't want to run out of thread.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know. Is that me dinging? I need to put myself in quiet mode. Why am I not? All right. Okay, what's it called? It is called Molded Frame 3D. And I thought I could just use it with a card base. If I line it up carefully, it'll give me a little bit of interest. And then I can still just go ahead and lay my elements on here. And we'll see how it works. I'll do one and see if it works, and we'll go from there. Where's the big die cutting machine? Okay. Oh, it's a little bit chaotic this morning, folks. Last night we had a fun live.
Yes.
We had a good group on there, and it was, I got to get my D plate, and I've rearranged stuff in my craft room again, so if I can find it, it'll be a miracle. Oh, there it is. Yay. Love it when I put things where they're supposed to be. Okay, so I'm just going to try and eyeball this through the folder and get it lined up, and then we'll just run it through here. Hopefully it'll stay.
I'm not doing anything fancy, I'm not doing anything fancy, just some simple coloring with some watercolor markers. That's it.
Awesome. Well,
But I think it'll still come out okay.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay. So that did work out all right. It kind of gave me a nice little frame on there, and it's not so plain. I don't know how my elements are going to lay on there, but we'll give that a shot and see if that works, and then we'll go from there. But I just feel like I want white in the background for this. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a press on the edge there. Okay, so these are just so cute. Let's go ahead and build our little apple. So cute. I need some, let's see. So we got our little apple. And what I did,
Now,
the little arms have a little circle on there. And so if you position it just right, you could fill your eyeballs in with it. And I'm guessing that's how they designed
cool.
it. So you can just fill your little eyeballs in. So what I'm going to do is, and I've got new glue. I went ahead and got me some Barely Art with a little precision tip, which I use Barely Art, but I haven't had one of their small bottles for a while. So I went ahead and I've got the big refill, but I went ahead and got it because I like these bottles. And so, and I did ship my glue press and the bottles that I had to Daria so that she could have it. Anyway, so that's how that works. If you position them just right, you can
and
get
I'll
the
give it
eye.
a go.
Yeah, I hope it works for you. And it might, you know, your temperature might be different than mine, but it seemed like I
Yeah, I saw
constantly.
that on your last video.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've got a fly buzzing around in here. It's driving me nuts. And I need to put my, I don't know if you guys are hearing that ding, but I need to put my phone in do not disturb. Then we won't get those little dings that we're getting. It's design team stuff. Everybody's chattering. So you got your little arms. Oops, that one didn't stick. And I realized the last time that I did it, don't put the glue on the arm. And that way, or on the dot, that way you don't have glue in your eyeball. And then normally they've been given like little dies to fill in the mouth and the nose, but with this one, they don't. So what I did last time was I just took a little, and I've got a little strip here, just a little pink strip, and cut a little strip off of there and then put that on the back. And that's how I did it. So anyway, yeah, I think the apple is adorable. It is. So I'll get it on here. Did you get your craft roulette card
Now,
submitted?
do you
I
have the
did
Gnome
not.
Drive graduation kit at all?
I do have the gnome, but I don't know that I have.
I did not know.
Does it have graduation supplies that go with it? I don't know that I have the graduation. Is that an add-on or was that part of it? I'm not sure if she can hear me or not.
Not enough time yet.
And then we have the little stem that we're going to add to it. I'm not sure about her sound, if she can hear or if what's going on, because I'm not hearing her. And then we'll get our little stem on here. And then there's a little leaf that's included in there. And I did die cut out several of the leaves as well. And we'll get them laid down on here. Let's see. So cute. It's such a fun little set. I really need to be cranking these out because it is that time. I kind of waited till the last hour to do this because this week is the last week of school. So anyway, very cute.
And you've got both boys?
Yeah, the rest of the week. I think I'm going to put the hat off to the side. Let me see how the picture is on there. Sometimes it helps to just kind of cheat off the picture.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sel's
they're not
graduation is.
I'm sorry, you cut out again. Yeah, so we'll put the tassel on here.
My internet's acting up. Just a fair
Okay.
warning.
Okay.
Just a fair warning. If I disappear, don't be surprised.
I think it must go this way. Yeah, it's going to go on this side, but that's not going to work with how I have my put my leaf on there. So I'm going to move my leaf over. and see if I can get it on that side. We'll just move our leaf over. I'll have to put our graduation cap on the other side. And I actually, if I die cut out a whole bunch of these graduation caps, I could make a background panel for my card and just have a bunch of graduation caps and then have the dates on there. And that would be another fun option for my graduation cards. So I have to keep that in mind. I might do that. I didn't die cut out a lot of them. I just did 4 of everything, I think, is what I did. I need to not glue that while I'm on my thing, on my card base there. Okay, so what I also did was I did the congrats, and I used Spellbinder's paper, and when I used Spellbinder's paper, all the little bits stayed in there, which I thought was kind of nice. And I might do some with the bits in and then some with the bits out. So that's what I'm thinking. And then this one I did on kind of my watercolor paper, so it's kind of a different color. And then I've got a student here, and all of the bits stayed in, but I might want to pop them out on some of them and leave them in on some. So for this congrats, I'm going to leave it in. And I don't know, I see that we've lost Daria. She's having technical difficulties this morning, so I'm just going to keep going. Shay, is you're losing, your internet's bad too? There's a lot of storms. Aw, Shay, did you just have a birthday? Hey, Pam. They may not have dyes. Oh, for the mouth because the inside of the apple is white. Okay, yeah. Well, happy birthday, Shay. Smile on the apple would be cute. Yeah. So it's got a little opening. Yeah, we've lost her. I can keep an eye on the bottom of my screen, and when she comes back in, we can get her added back in. So we'll do that. So we're just going to keep going, and if she can get back in, she'll get back in. Gnome Drive graduation is an add-on. Really cute. Okay, I need to dig through because I think I got the gnome die, and then I think that I did go back and get some things for it, but I don't know if I got that. So I will have to go back and look. I'll do that later. And my stomach is growling. I have not eaten yet this morning, so that's always a problem for me in the morning. Anyway, so I apologize for that. So I'm going to lay this congrats book down on there, and we'll just keep going. So hopefully Daria will be able to join us. I'm going to leave the wisdom back in. No, let's pop the wisdom out, and we'll put some black on the back of it. I actually have a black piece here we could probably just use and not bother die cutting. Yeah, I can just cut it down a little bit. So let's just pop the wisdom out of this, and we'll have a little backer on it. Since the color's off on the white, the black might help to kind of camouflage that my whites are different. So there's our wisdom. I think I just need to trim this down a little bit. Oh, let's see. Goodness. So yeah, I'll have the kids tomorrow, and it's the last week of school. Now, Westy missed school all last week because he was sick. He had a little virus, and this one's wonky too. It's I mentioned this on my video. These aren't straight, so they're kind of wonky dies, and they're kind of rounded a little bit on the bottom. So it's going to be a little tricky getting this black without die cutting, but I'm gonna do it. When I die cut, it shakes my table a little bit when I die cut when I'm on. So yeah, that's gonna work just fine. So we'll just get some of that off. And then it'll make our wisdom pop. So we'll go ahead and do that. Anywho, so I mentioned last night on the live, and if you guys weren't there last night, that we went to a concert over the weekend. We had a busy weekend. On Saturday, we went to, my sister and I and my daughter went to a festival in town, and it was like a little outdoor market type thing, and that was fun. And then Saturday we went to dinner and a concert. We saw the Little River Band. I mentioned that last night. And then Sunday had everybody over for lunch, and then had the live. And so it was a busy weekend. It was fun. I might have to cut that down just a little bit more. Where's my scissors? I've got a mess here. Snip off those sides. I don't know. I think we can get that lined up on there. There we go. So I don't know how many of these graduation cards I'm going to get done on this live, but I'm going to be trying to crank some of these out this week because I need to get them ready. So get organized here. And now this is the one that says student. Let's go ahead and get this laid down on there. I think I'm popping them all up. Let's see. Anything else? All right, well, I'm going to go up a little bit more to kind of, oh, she's back. Aha. Oops. Welcome back. Sorry, how long you been there?
Yep.
I've been just talking away.
Thank you.
I don't know how long you've
Oh
been
my,
sitting there
it's
waiting. Shay said her
paused by
internet's out too.
It's not my internet. I think it's my laptop.
Oh, goodness. All
Yeah.
right.
It says
Well,
paused by McAfee Web Boost.
oh, yeah. Well,
I have no idea.
technology.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least my IT guy is down here in the video. Say
What?
hi to everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
There.
We've got the techie guy in the background, so keeping him busy. I'm trying to pop the student out of this so I can put a backer on it. I've not gotten very far, so don't feel bad. Oh, goodness. I'm using Spellbinder paper, and it wanted to really stay inside of these. Oh, goodness. Probably should have left it in there. Don't think I want to. Let me grab another one, see. Get it to pop out. There we go.
Okay.
That end is not.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Hey, we'll go with the flow. No worries. All right, that's not wanting to pop out. Okay, we're gonna do another one, and I'm gonna use some cheap paper. What have I got here? Yeah, I've got some thin paper. Didn't want to pop out of the Spellbinder's paper, so it's heavy cardstock. So I'm going to grab my student. I've got it right here, and we'll just run it through a couple times. I'm not getting very far, but it's going to be cute. I can tell I like it. I like the frame that I put on there, and it'll be okay.
I'm looking forward to see how it looks when you're done.
Well, you keep going on yours. Looks like you're getting some coloring done.
I'm coloring.
Yep.
It just shows that you don't have to know how to color to make it look pretty good.
Oh, that's good because I don't. Now, this cheap paper, those letters just popped right out. So, and they're still in my die there. So, oh, I haven't even put my little glasses on my graduate either. And I think that's what makes them. Anyway, super cute. All right, let's get some of this stuff out of the way here. This student, I think we could do it like that. I'm going to put red behind it, I think, is what I'll do. Okay. So I'm just going to die cut this out and keep it simple. Now, all of our schools around here are red, white, and black that I'm creating for. There are a couple different school systems that I'm creating cards for, but they both use the red and the black. So that's why I've chosen this color scheme for it.
My grandson's school colors are royal blue and yellow and white.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. We have another school that's purple and gold in our area. So, but
Now the school district I'm in, it's red, black, and white.
oh, okay. Yeah. We don't have any students at that school that we would need cards for. So, anywho, so I'm keeping it pretty, the color scheme's pretty much the same. So is anybody crafting along with us or making graduation cards at this time of year? Be interested in knowing that. Let's see. Not a lot of, doesn't look like I'm got any chatting going on there that I've missed. So just keep going. Probably everybody's busy doing stuff. And so that's it.
Shanna, you use a laptop, don't you?
I do. I've got a Chromebook, which
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't recommend for streaming. I had it before I had, and I'm limited on the streaming. I think I am, from what I can tell. I'm limited on the streaming platforms that I'm able to use with it, just because I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured it all out yet, but anywho. But yeah, I use it. I'm using it just to understand. Right now, when I'm going live, but you just have one graduation card to make, Jana. When I'm going live by myself, I use the webcam on the laptop for my face.
Oh, okay.
And then I use the my phone for my desktop. And then I'm getting the sound off of my phone. So if I remove my face from it, then I still have my sound because I'm getting the sound from my phone. But what I can do and what I'm doing, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat, is even though I'm not showing my face right now, my face is off screen. And I can see my screen and your screen and all of the chats and stuff. And I think you can do this too. And I thought you were early on, I'm not sure, maybe not, but so that you can see the chats too and see both of us. You can use your laptop for that. I do that when I craft along with Lynn, which I'm going to be doing this upcoming weekend.
Okay.
I will put both my laptop and my phone in with her, and she knows not to put my face up there. She just leaves my face off screen. And then I can see the chat and all of the windows and stuff right in front of me. And so I can interact with the chat and stuff like that, along with, how she's running it. And I'm not putting myself in and out. She's putting herself in and out. But I can see everybody that's on the group in front of me on my laptop. I can see the chat and I can quickly, come over here and chat with it. I can point something out. Maybe if she's doing something, I can say, hey, Lynn, so-and-so just asked this or whatever, because I can see that.
Oh,
And so
okay.
that's real handy. And the other thing that it has is there is a comment section and then there's a private chat. So if you need to say, hey,
Oh, okay. I
Shanna,
see it. I see it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see if
So are
it'll.
you seeing all that? Do you see the
Okay,
comments
let
and
me
all that?
go to the comments. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing all the comments now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can see all of that. And I
Okay.
could say, I could send something privately to you, like your dog's barking in the background, it's driving nuts. Can you put him, I could say something privately to you that they would not see. Hey, Linda, welcome. Yeah. So that's how you see all
Hi,
the chats and
Linda.
everything. And you can chat in that box below. You can say,
Okay.
you can respond to somebody. So you got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's see.
Yeah.
Jana
I
says
got
she
the
had,
chat. Yes.
awesome. So Jana says, can you see my screen too?
I can see your screen.
Okay, good. All
Hi,
right.
Glow.
So I'm
let's-
gonna just roll through the comments here real quick. Jana has just one graduation card to make, and Cindy said she had a couple. I had to make a couple with a Cricut because of poor planning. Oh, that's nice. That's always fast. Cindy's going to use the Spellbinder's Gnome Drive. Jana's going to sit and die cut flowers out of her scraps today. Oh, I use so many scraps this morning. And Linda just joined us. Linda's going to go live at 1 o'clock today, 1
Okay,
Eastern Central
okay.
Time. She's going every day in May.
Wow.
And Glow's just saying hey to everyone. And basically, and Gloria said, hey, Derry, glad you made it back. So that's pretty much catch up on the chat. But anyway, so that's how you can do it. And I think it's interesting to people that's watching, you know, that don't stream and stuff to kind of see how that works, so that we can both see the comments, we can both see each other's screens in front of us. And I also have on my StreamYard, you've got banners. So that intro banner, the countdown, I can click that on and make that pop up. I can do my and my media assets, I can do that. And then in my banner, let me just do this real quick. Thanks for joining. Hit that like
Oh,
and
okay.
subscribe. See, I can do that. And when I'm running Kinder's Card Challenge, I'll pop this up. So those are things that you can preset in there. So it's real handy and it's real simple. I've got a mouse off to the side and I'm just clicking on those things to make the, so that's kind of how it works. If you're not familiar, just kind of sharing a little bit how that works. So
Oh.
just kind of fun. So I'm going to get this. This is going to be, I guess, kind of a clean card, a real clean card is what it's going to be. Because we've got a lot of white on it, which I like. I like a lot of white. Anywho, so I've got, I did that. I told you it was kind of a weird video where I kind of just sat and talked. I've got a lot of positive feedback on that. I guess people liked kind of learning about. So I might do some more of that. Just kind of talking about behind the scenes stuff and how it works. Because I think those people that, have kind of thought, I might want to try this. It might be helpful, to them to kind of check that out. But anyway, and it's kind of fun just sitting and chatting. Well, I think you kind of get to know the person a little bit better too when you can just kind of sit and chat with them. Okay, so I've already got my congrats on this one, so I'm not going to use these for this particular one, but I am going to bring in my 2025s. I think I can fit them on here. Got a little piece of red on there. And I don't know, I'm going to just kind of audition them a little bit. As Jana would say, we got to audition. I think this is cute. I don't mind laying them kind of like this. I don't have a lot of space, but I think it'll work. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. It's coming together, folks. We're going to get there.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
So
glad
let's
one
see
of us is coming together.
Yeah, Linda's is saying you can also add video clips and audio too. She said, LOL, I got a penguin to say hello when I remember to click it. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do that. I don't do as many bells and whistles. If you guys, who is that? I'm at a loss. Debbie. Debbie, you guys know who I'm talking about. She has lots of bells and whistles on hers. Debbie J's crafting. Debbie
Oh,
J.
okay. Yep.
Yeah, she has lots of bells and whistles and pop-ups, and there's a lot going on her videos, and it's a lot of fun. But I don't do as much of that. I suppose I could explore it a little bit more. Let's see. And Gloria says that sounds fun, Linda. She does have fun.
Just happy if my stuff works.
Linda has a lot of fun, and she has some fun lives. She does a lot of singing, and she just has a really, if you guys haven't watched her, she has a very fun, upbeat personality, and and her cricket skills. Ooh, she's got the cricket down. So she will take
Now, who is it?
Linda Tomaine Creates. She will take,
Oh,
for instance, I had the Spellbinders, that rocket die. And she will take inspiration from, I don't know who she was inspired by, but I do have that die set that she did the other day. And she will take inspiration from someone and she will go into her Cricut and she will find shapes and she will create almost an identical looking.
wow.
Hey, Pam, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, she will create almost an identical card using shapes and
Wow.
taking inspiration. So it's, yeah, that rocket one she did the other day was really, really cool. So check her out if you haven't. And if there's anybody else in the live that if you've got stuff coming up, shoot me a message and I'll let the group know. So there we go. It's relatively flat because I didn't put an extra panel on there. I just went ahead and used that
Oh,
embossing folder. And so very easy to mail stuff, whatever. I'll probably off camera make a bunch
nice.
of like pockets. And it would work nice on this, the way this frame is, and put like a gift card pocket or a money pocket on them. So that's what I'm probably going to do. Let's do something a little
That's
bit
cute.
different. Yeah, I think it's cute. I think I want to do the idea that I had with the graduation caps. So I'm going to have to die cut a few more of those out, and let's do that idea because I think that sounds fun, and we could use that red and black congrats on it. I think that'll be a fun idea. So let's get some more of those graduation caps and tassels and die cut them out. So this is the tassel die. It almost looks like a long skinny hand. And then we've got the cap die. So let's just go ahead and die cut some more of these out and see if we can create a fun background with just those. But I've got all these bits and pieces that I've already die cut out. Well, thank you, Linda. Linda, what are you working with today? Do you have a plan, or are you going to pull it together after you get done here? Linda says, Daria, is the paper the stitch die one or a better press?
This is the stitch die one. It's there we go. It's very simple.
Hang on,
to
let me
stitch.
make you bigger. Let me make you
Okay.
bigger. Whoops, that's me. I don't want to do that. Let's go this direction.
Yeah.
No, we'll get there eventually. Hang on. There we
There
go.
we go. Yeah, it's the stitched one, and it took me minutes to stitch up. It's really simple. So, but I thought it worked well with the May kit. This is from April stitching die.
Okay, it looks like the better press plate, doesn't it? Yeah.
When I saw the better press plate you were using, I said, gee, that looks awfully familiar.
Yeah, it
And then I
does. It
realized
does.
I have the stitching die.
Okay. So they're kind of doubling up, with their designs and offering a variety of options for us. That's fun.
Well, there are probably people that don't participate in the clubs, but at least it gives them a chance to have something similar.
Yes, yes. What was I going to say? That caboodles. For those of you that came on late, Daria showed the whole caboodles unboxing, and that is
Yeah.
just so much crafty goodness. Oh my gosh,
Oh, it
so
is.
much.
And it all
I've got
works
some
together. And
glasses.
now I'm finding, like one of the cards I'm going to be working on, I took the glimmer plate from the March 2024 kit because they're scribble lines.
Uh-huh.
It'll work great with the crayons. And so their dyes all work well together.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love Spellbinders. I really do. I have a lot of companies that I love, but from a dye standpoint, I'm a dye person.
Me too.
That's my thing. I try to color every once in a while, just like you did, this morning, but that's not my thing. I'm trying to get a little bit better just because there's, sometimes you need to be able to do that. But I like dyes.
Well, you can see how well I colored.
And I love card kits too. I love card kits. Those are fun. I love and the pattern paper, like Not Too Shabby and the ephemera. Oh, love it, love it, love it.
Oh, I know.
That Not Too Shabby, her paper is gorgeous. Always gorgeous. So I've got about 8 of these. I'm gonna get one more and then we'll start creating our background. I've got kind of got in mind. We'll see how it goes. So bear with me. I'm gonna do some more die cutting here.
Okay, well, I'm calling it good. It's just a very simple card, nothing fancy.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's cute.
And it says scribbled a note to say. And then I can just
Very
put
fun.
whatever on the inside.
I've got a couple of those crayons that I had used I don't know, I've got my hand on one of them, but I don't know where the other one is, where I had used the, some colored pencils. I was thinking I'll try my hand at the colored pencils. So I've
Oh,
got one of
nice.
those. And they're metallic colored pencils. There's another one somewhere, but I don't see it right as much. It's not in my little jar, but anyway, so those are fun.
Yeah, I glimmered mine in blacks. I thought that would work.
Yeah.
What
Oh
color
yeah.
did you glimmer yours in?
I did, on this particular one, I used black, but I did one for a gal that requested some teacher cards, and I used the rainbow on it, and it was really fun. And I used it for a background panel. So, but you can cut those apart and just have individual pencils, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one that the scribble lines. I don't know if you could see it very well.
Let me see.
And that's and I used the rainbow glimmer on that.
Yeah,
on
tilt
this.
it a little bit. Just tilt it. Yeah.
This way.
Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. No, you kind of get the shimmer or whatever when you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Let's see. I'm just catching up on chat.
let's see. I need to get there.
Let's see. Linda says, love it. I'm somewhere between devil food, pizza, or veggies for observance of weird holidays. Linda says she loves Spellbinders too. She wished they'd send her stuff. Spellbinders dies are so fun because of all the detail. Yes.
Thank you,
You need
Cindy.
Pam, you want to get the latest bird one that included with the crop and create whenever that comes out? I think I have that. Is that the, what's
And
his
thank you,
name?
Linda.
What is his name? That bird. I think I have it. It's going to be fun. Yes. Linda says she loves the clean and simple. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I have that bird one. It's going to come out the 10th of the month. And so it's in my little area that's not yet released. Okay, I'm ready to start going with this one. So if you guys are getting tired of listening to me die cut, and what I thought I would do, let's just assemble these and we'll just kind of lay them down on our card and see how this goes. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm working with the Caboodle Extra, the little crayons, die cut crayons. Whoops.
Oh, those are
Yep.
adorable. Yeah, I
Here we
love
go again.
those. I love those.
Yeah,
So
I
cute.
love the hands and the expressions. I think they're so cute.
Yeah, they are very cute. What I'm thinking of doing is just kind of laying these all over this panel. It'll take me a minute to get them all glued up. And just create a background with them. I wonder if you can have a tassel kind of going out like that. Oh, that's not bad. We can have a different look. We'll do it that way. Is that how I'm supposed to do that tassel, or should it be like this, maybe? I could do it like this. Oh, yeah, so we can do it in different directions. Because don't they have their tassel in one direction at one point and then another at the other? When they graduate, then they move it or whatever. I'm going to do it like that. I like that look better. I think I should have done that on my little card. Oh, it won't matter because my little arms. Okay. All right, I'm just talking to myself. You guys talk to yourself when you craft.
Oh, all the time.
I'm like, do this, do that, do it this way, do that way. What's funny is my sister watches my lives and my videos and stuff. And she said, she always says what I say right before I say it, or she'll say it, yeah, or she'll say it and then I'll say, whatever. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's like we share one brain. Funny. I'm hearing a noise out there. I'm thinking maybe Pat's in the kitchen. He might be back. He was going to go work out and then he's going to go mow. Yeah, I think he's back because I'm hearing a little bit of noise in there. Yep, he is. Anyway, so I thought this would be a simple, a simple way to use these tassels and create just like a background pattern. There we go.
Why don't you make yourself a little bigger, Shanna?
Oh, well, thank you. I didn't realize I was still shrinky-dinked. So you can still see all the mess I got going on. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
So I think I need an uneven number. So we're going to bring in another one and create it. We've got plenty of these. I didn't put the pencil in the little guy's hand on that other graduation card. I didn't think to do that. So I'm gonna have to close my door. I hear, okay, see you later. I guess not, he's leaving. I hear him out in the kitchen making noises. I was like, oh, I better close my door.
Well, this is, as you can see, this is the
That's
first
backwards.
time I'm putting these together, so I'm not sure what I know what I'm doing.
Oh, well, just wing it.
Yep.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I just wing it. Just wing it. Now it's
Yeah.
kind of, I'm just going to lay these on. We're going to have other stuff, so it won't matter that I have big gaps or whatever in this. We're just going to lay down here. And this will just be our background panel. It would have, I probably could have put a red. I wonder if I should do that before I get, no, I'm not. I'm going to go with the white and just keep it simple. Yeah, you don't remember which side, but when they go through the commencement, they move it. Yeah, I can't remember either. Linda says those, yeah, I think it's June 10th. Let me look here. I've got a little secret bin. If you'll bear with me, I'll go. Unreleased. And unreleased products. So you saw that at the Craft and Create. Cheerful Chirps, is that what it is? The Cheerful Chirps. There's two. There's actually the Cheerful Chirps that's flying high. And then you have the Free Hugs Oscar. And it's super, super cute. And then along with that, we've got a bamboo screen embossing folder. So yeah, and I've got it marked as June 10th. So it'll release June 10th. Yep. So fun, fun, fun. Can't wait to work with that. It'll be fun. They've been just cranking out product lately. I've been getting a lot of emails on stuff that's coming out. So I know a lot of the smaller companies are talking about having trouble with their dyes and stuff. I don't know. Are Spellbinders made in the US? Their dyes?
I doubt it.
Well, because everyone says you can't get dyes in the US, but evidently, it's not a problem for them just because of their scale, the size of Spellbinders, maybe. I don't know, but they've been cranking them out. Okay. Just get them laid down. Just kind of going random, just to kind of have a random look with them. Let's see, we're 54 minutes in. This would be like when everybody throws their hats up in the air after graduation. That's what this look is. So everybody's just throwing their hats up in the air. That's my background look. So there's that. And then I've got this congrats that I could add on there. This one could be pretty simple. Yeah, this one could be a really simple card. Trying to decide what I'm doing here. So just kind of a different idea using
These crayon dyes are great for using up your scraps.
Yes. I have a lot, everything that I'm working with today, for the most part, with the exception of that one embossing folder that I used. I was using scraps on, and I can use my Scout die cutting machine because they're all smaller pieces. So that worked out nicely for me. And I'm going to try to figure out how I can get the 2025 on here. Oops. Figure this out. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. That's kind of fun. It's very simple. This is another very, very simple layout. Just gonna go with
It's
it.
cute though.
Well, I just was thinking about those graduation caps, and I thought, well, you could just make a background with them. And so I thought, well, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, just trying to think outside the box a little bit with the die set. I got that one laid
I
down.
forgot blue.
Yeah, we'll do it like that.
Yeah, I'm making graduation cards for little kids.
Yeah, that's
One
fun.
graduating from preschool and one from kindergarten.
That's super fun. I have this little picture of Hannah. I'm sure I have one of Courtney, but I've seen the one of Hannah more recently with her little preschool graduation cap on. So
Yeah.
cute. Oh my gosh. Speaking of graduation, I've got to say this. Yesterday we had graduation Sunday at church.
Oh,
And
wow.
our youth pastor we had several kids graduating, and he had picked out a scripture for each kid that
Oh,
he thought was applicable to him, and then he prayed over each kid. But he cried like a baby with those kids. And it was I said it was the best graduation Sunday we had ever had.
oh,
And
that sounds great.
it was wonderful. And my mom leaned forward to me and she said, "Man, we hired the right guy." And because he's been with us
Oh,
just a little over, I think just a little over a year or a couple of years. Anyway, but you could tell that he has a passion for those kids.
oh,
Anyway,
that's
so
great.
this is really simple, but this is something else you could do with your graduation caps just to make a background. And again, a very thin card. I don't have a panel
Right.
on there, but anywho, so there's that. So let me get a little bit of this glue off of my desk and we'll start working on something else. I want to use these ones where I have die cut these. I think I'm going to use this one. Let's do that. Where's my spray? I want to spray my desk off. It's so sticky. I'm a gluey mess. This is just water in here, but I have some Windex somewhere in here, but I don't know where I put it. I'll just clean this off. All right, I think if I use this, I'm going to want a red panel. Oh, that could be fun.
I'm just plugging away,
No, I don't want
waiting
that
to
one.
disappear again because it's
That's-
acting up again. So, like I said, if I disappear,
no,
have a good day, everybody.
you're not allowed to
It's
disappear.
no, I told Jim I'm ready to go back to my phone and my tablet,
Oh, you'll get it worked out. You'll get it worked.
but
Don't
he
give up.
won't give up that easily.
Well, he's a techie guy. He'll get you figured out. He'll get it all figured out.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Oh, yeah. He's a
just like,
problem solver, so he's gonna figure this
and you guys,
out.
yeah. Kelly Taylor, the great colorist that she has been having trouble with her camera zooming in and zooming out. And I mean, she's like,
Yeah.
So it's not like just the little people, you know what I mean? Some of the big people have problems with their technology too.
Yeah.
All right. this particular embossing folder, abstract study, is sitting out. So we're going to use it and add some texture to this. This is just
Oh,
a
yeah, that's
regular.
the regular embossing.
Yeah.
foil.
Yeah, it's not a 3D, so I'm going to use my regular system on it. So I'll just get all my plates in here and pick up this
What I
big.
like about the 3D one is you can cut the books apart if you want to.
I'm sorry, what? The books?
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
book.
Yeah.
The-
I've done
Yeah,
that
the book
before
one, you
too.
can cut the book apart on the, once you emboss the paper.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Damn, the spring SCT. I didn't get to do that, but I have the fall kit and I didn't. Yeah, I bought that, and I think I've told you guys on my live. I bought that weekender kit. That's next weekend. I don't know if you guys are doing the weekender.
Is that next weekend already?
It is. It is.
Oh my
It's next
goodness.
weekend. I bought that,
No,
and then I realized
is
there
it?
were
Oh,
3 or 4 products that I'd already been sent. So I'm gonna have some giveaways. I need to.
oh, there you go.
I need to create some kind of a fun. I need to create some kind of a fun little way to do a giveaway for that, because I've got 3 very cool die sets that came with that I need to give away because I don't need to. So, and you got the weekender too, didn't you, Daria?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't need to send it to you. A lot of times I send my dupes to Daria, but I need to do a giveaway. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll figure that out and we can promote it somehow, and then I can send it to you. Of course, I'm going to need your address, which that's how we'll have to do it. But anyway, so we've got that, and I just thought it would be fun to use this, and I kept the inserts somewhere. Yeah, I got them. So I thought that, because this is just the, the remnants of what I cut out. So I thought it'd be fun to do that. So let's do that. I'm getting just kind of creative with the scraps. Just check the chat. Let's see. Pam says she's not sure which one she bought. It was from Spellbinders by Sell Trade Group. Since they didn't have a subscription anymore, I like to have them. Not sure. They're talking about pieces parts. Okay. And Linda says, nice card, Shanna. I think it turned out I've got 3 now. I'm well on my way. I'm going to need more than that because the one gal asked for 5, and then my husband mentioned at least 3 that he wants. So I'm going to have to do
Well,
some more.
my daughter asked for 15 teacher cards by the end of the month.
Oh, man. Well, you better get on it.
Yep.
You better get on it. And then this is the circle, and we'll just add that back. I think that looks, I mean, this is another simple one. But I think it's, the preschool graduation cards can be a lot more cutesy and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
than
these are
probably.
teacher cards. This is for my grandson has 5 teachers in his preschool. Because of the
Wow.
way they work it, it's the students that are teaching the little kids. So they have the one main teacher that is teaching the students, and then they each have 4 students per child. So there's 5 cards right there.
Wow.
And then the next 10 are for my granddaughter, who's got a STEM teacher and an art teacher and a gym teacher and a regular
Oh my
teacher and an
gosh.
aide. And, oh my goodness, it's
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yep.
This one's going to be very simple. Look how quickly that one came together. Just use the remnants, threw that
Oh,
down.
wow.
Congrats. Boom.
That's
I'm going to add
wonderful.
I've got some black Spellbinders enamel dots I'm going to bring in, and we'll add these. These are the jet black. Oops, I need a little bit more glue on there. Oh, I took an allergy pill last night before bed, but my eyes are still itchy and watery.
Allergies are terrible right now.
Yes, someplace they said it's the worst allergy season we've ever had. I don't know. Who knows? They might have just needed something to report on, so they made that up. Who knows? Anyway, so we'll just lay some of these down, add a little extra interest to it.
Okay.
Fun, fun, fun. I love it when I have something specific that I know that I'm making. You know, because I make cards every day, I don't know what I'm making. And I'm like, oh, what am I gonna make? You know, and everything. So I love when I have a goal in mind. You know, I know this is what I gotta crank out.
Yeah, right now I don't know what I'm making, so
How many cards are you on?
this is my second one. I'm
Okay,
still
yeah.
working on number 2.
I've got my third one, but I cheated because I just used that, you know.
Oh, those are
remnants there.
great.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
terrific.
Oh, I think it's fun. I've got another one that I can cheat on and do. And I, you know, because I have to produce because I need so many, I'm just gonna crank.
Keep cranking away. I might get 2 done.
I'm just gonna crank away. I've got hang on, let me get let's see. I am going to get another embossing folder. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want. Let's see what would be
How about
fun.
the hand-drawn lines?
Hand drawn. Oh, I like that one. Yeah. When I dumped this and then I did have my embossing folder to where all of them, they were like newest to oldest. And then I dropped them, and so now I got them all out of order. And so I can't find what I need to find. I just pulled that star one out. I thought that would be kind of fun. Where is my hand drawn lines at? I didn't know. Seems like somebody got a call come in there.
Oh, it's my family boxing. I ignore them.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
All right. I think I'm going to do the stars. I'm going to do the stars on this one. I think that'll be fun. This is called Wishing Stars. And so I'm going to do it. I think it'll be fun with this for a graduation card. And I do like adding the embossed panels. I just think it adds.
I do too. They
It just
add a
adds
lot.
to it. Yep. It really does. Oh goodness, that's a 3D and I've got the whole plate system in there. It's not going to work. Okay. Here we go. You got to keep your eye on that when they're regular embossing folders and when they're 3D so that you get the right sandwich together. Okay. Let's see. Fun fact, is National Devil's Food Cake Day and World Plant and Vegetable Day and Boys Club Day. Well, the deviled food cake day sounds like the day I would want to celebrate. We have already planted our vegetables, so those are planted. But I could get into the deviled food cake day. That sounds really good. Yesterday, the kids were over and one of the grandsons wanted a treat. And I said, well, I have Twinkies because the little kids like those. And he said, do you have chocolate Twinkies? And I said, no, I've only got regular Twinkies. Well, he didn't want one.
Chocolate.
Yeah, they make chocolate Twinkies. They do.
Don't like
I
the
didn't
way
have
that
a, so
Wow.
I didn't have any. But devil's food cake. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. That sounds good. My mom, when we were little, she got us hooked on Hostess products. We liked the little the cupcakes, the Hostess cupcakes, and the ding dongs, and all. She got us hooked on it. And we had a little village pantry that was close to where we lived. And she would give us money and tell us to go on our bike and run uptown and get it and bring it back. And so we would get, so she got us, it's her fault. She got us hooked on it early, but it didn't hurt any of us. But
yeah, my parents were health nuts. We weren't allowed any of that stuff
Oh,
in
yeah.
the house.
Well, when we were kids, we didn't ever have pop. We could have it on Friday night with our, we'd have pizza on Friday nights and we'd have popcorn and fudge. Mom made fudge and we could have some pop then. We never had any pop. We always drank water, Kool-Aid, and tea. Yeah, they're talking about liking the embossing folders and stuff, but that was our little indulgent was that. And my mom, I mean, we had home cooked meals all the time because she was a cook and I got my cooking from her. But we did have our Hostess cupcakes. Ooh, this is cool.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Hostess cupcakes until I met my husband.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
No, we couldn't have white bread.
oh yeah.
It only had rye and pumpernickel. That's the only two types of bread we were allowed to eat.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah.
I led a sheltered life. And so when I got old enough, I rebelled.
You're like, I'm having all the good stuff now.
And now I'm back to eating the way they said we should eat. So
Well, I am a health nut. I am a health nut, but I do the intermittent fasting and I do carb cycling. I don't eat all the carbs. I keep us below a certain amount, and some days I have less carbs, and so I am kind of a health nut in that regard. And my husband is an exercise nut. He likes to
Okay.
lift weights and everything. So I'm very active. So in that regard, but occasionally I do want a little. Well, in fact, last night we had had everyone for lunch, and then we wound up not eating. We just kind of pieced for dinner, and he's like, "Let's go get ice cream." So we went and got ice cream last night. So you gotta enjoy some things, Linda says she's a junk food junkie and a coffeeaholic. I've got my coffee. This is only my second cup, which is unusual for me. I usually have more by
I'm
now.
still on my first cup, which
Are
is
ya?
unusual.
But it's cold, so I'm going to heat it up. But I have the boys every day. You guys know that. And so I have to heat my coffee cup up. I don't know how many times because I get it and then I have to chase after them. And then I got to heat it up again. And then I set it down. And then I realize I got to heat it up again. So it's
Yeah, well, I like my coffee at any temperature, so I like it warm, I like it hot, I like it cold.
I like it.
Doesn't matter.
I like it hot. I'm going to burn my tongue. Anyway, I like it hot. My sister's the same way. We like our food hot and our drinks hot. Okay. So there we go. There's that. But I want to add something
Now, how do you
else.
like your water?
Cold. I want my water
Yeah.
cold, cold, cold.
Yeah, see, I like my water at room temperature.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So now I need the congrats, and I'm going to bring in that. Yeah, I need that. All right, we're going to have to do some more die cutting here. I'm going to bring in the die that I used for the other one, only I'm going to reverse it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this is the Vivid Script Sentiments. I'm trying to, I don't know if you caught the live, but I'm trying to correct the way I say sentiments. Evidently,
Huh?
I leave the first T off, and people are commenting on it. So,
Are you kidding me? Good
yeah.
grief.
Well, I had somebody a long time ago say, it's interesting how you say sentiments. And then I had somebody recently say, could you please use both T's when you say sentiments? So I'm trying to do that. And I guess it's just me being lazy and saying sentiments, but so I'm trying to get myself to say sentiments so that because I like to speak well. I mean, I try to. So if I'm doing something wrong, tell me and I'll try to fix it. But anyway.
Well, it also depends on what part of the country
Well,
you're
that's
from.
what I was thinking too, because Hoosiers are known to say, and I try not to say this, wash instead of wash. They'll say wash. Hoosiers are known to do that. And I try not to say that, but I suppose my Hoosier dialect pops out every once in a while, and I probably do say it. But anyway, but yeah, we have some quirky things that we say. But anyway, And last
Well,
night
that's
I
like,
said I had too many irons in the fire, and we had somebody on there that had never heard that phrase
oh, wow.
before. So they're like, "What? You got too many what in the fire?" And,
Wow.
yeah, so and it could be. I also said it very well could be, um, an age thing. Because I'm old and I have all these quirky things that my parents said. Whatever. So it could be that. Anyway, but it's fun, and I like listening to different people and how they say things and how the different areas of the United States, pronounce
Yeah, well,
things, say things, and
well,
even the
around in Scranton, it's kind of said someone comes up to you to say Jeet, and the answer is no, Jew. Do you have any idea what they're saying?
Yep, you eat? No, Jew? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know that. That's funny. Yeah. Yep. My sister will say, "Well, that's crazier than all get out," or something like that.
Yep. Yep. I've
And I'm
heard
like,
that too.
so it's fun.
Yeah.
What else does she say? Her and Pat, they have a couple things that the two of them say that cracks me up. Anyway, but I do have a lot of people. I mean, I'm not complaining about, because I like constructive criticism, but I do have a lot of people that will say they like watching my videos because my voice is relaxing. So there's that. So hopefully that's the case. I think they probably fall asleep to me. It goes back to that me being boring part.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have one that I watch, and I won't say her name, but if I can't sleep, I put her on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just she's got such a soothing, quiet voice that,
Yes.
it just
Yep.
puts me to sleep.
Yep. I have some that I go to sleep with too. So, yep.
So that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. It's not. Hey, you're getting views one way or another.
Yep.
And if they fall asleep and you're running, you're getting more
That's
time.
right.
Whoops. Clang and bang. How are you doing with your cards? I've not even been paying.
It's coming to an end.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't really paying attention. I thought I should probably ask you. We've been on about an hour and 17 minutes. So let's see what's
Yeah.
going on in the
In the
chat
chat.
here. Yeah. Let's see.
Bone Tired
Okay.
Traveler.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's Denise, Bone Tired Traveler. Yeah, let's see. Janice says,
Denise.
I'm gonna go back to the coffee. Linda says she
Oh,
don't
well, thank
care
you,
if it
Linda.
gets cold, she'll drink it that way. Linda, Jana makes iced protein coffee at home. We don't do a lot of junk food. I know Jana's she's on health. We talk about what we eat. Jana and I do back. She's like, "What's for dinner? I need an idea." She was making breakfast the other day, which I haven't got around to that to make breakfast for dinner. I love that, especially
Oh, yeah,
since
I
we
love
don't.
breakfast for dinner too.
Yeah, since we do that intermittent fasting. We don't usually eat in the morning, so it's nice to get that breakfast later. Um, and then just talking about the card looks good. And she says, I struggle with that word too. Never sounds right to me when I say it. But I just say sentiment. And so I've been trying to say sentiment. And so I actually, now I'm probably saying it funnier because I'm pausing to make sure I'm getting that T in there. Sentiment. Anyway, so I'm just trying to get that extra
Just
T in
say
there.
it your own way.
There we go. Oh, that's going to look really good. I like that. These are simple, but I think they're coming together.
Yeah. If I can get the backing off my tape, well, I'm almost done.
Let's see. Cindy says, I find myself speaking grandkid. Oh, I do that too. Oh, and I'm running around singing all these. One day I was walking through the house and I don't know what I was singing. And Pat looked at me and he goes, really? And I was singing some preschool song that was stuck in my head from watching something or other. And he's like, really, Shannon? I'm like, hey, dude, this is where I spend my time. So I'm always seeing, so welcome,
Well,
Denise.
if you start singing, Sully just said, please don't.
Oh gosh, Denise was live at 6 a.m. I forgot about that and I actually slept in today. Shoot, I'll have to go back and watch the replay. Yeah, I actually slept in today. Oh, Linda says my voice is very calming and it helps her with her anxiety. Well, good. See, there's that.
And
Okay, so
no,
we
no
got to,
sleeping in for me. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning.
were you?
Yeah.
I slept in. So this one's really simple, but you've got these. I did the stars instead of the hand-drawn lines. I think that looks fun.
Oh, okay.
So, are you ready to recap? Are you getting close?
Yep,
I've
I'm
got,
almost done. One little
okay,
thing left and
okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, I've got 4 cards made here. That's a pretty good start. And
Yeah.
I've got lots of bits and pieces that I can just kind of keep going and get them going. So I think that'll be good.
Yeah, now you know what I'd craft when I'm not prepared. And this is why it takes me forever to make a card.
I'm going to tell you, I was actually worried because it was like 10 till we go live and hadn't heard anything. And I'm like, gosh, I hope she's okay. Because normally we're in here chatting and catching up and talking about what's been going on and everything. And I thought, and I hadn't heard from you. And I was like, oh, and then she sent a message and said technical troubles. And I was like, okay, we're good, we're good. So
Oh,
you can always, if you're having trouble, you can pop in later because if I'm paying attention, I'll see you pop in and then I can pull you up.
okay.
So
Well,
that's
just
never, you
like
don't have
you
to
did
worry about
when I
that.
finally came back again.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So that's never a problem. If I get going
Okay.
and you're like, oh, I want to go, but I wasn't there, just pop in and I'll see you and I'll add you.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm done. I finished it. Another
okay,
simple card that took forever.
I'm gonna make you big and you can show it, but wait a minute, I gotta get it. There we go.
Oops. There we go.
Super, super cute.
Yeah. The sentiment says you're the boldest crayon in the box.
I love that.
So he's
Yeah, that's
popped
fun.
up with the yay.
Yeah.
And then the others aren't jumping. He's the one that's jumping.
Yeah, I think that one's fun.
So,
Show your other.
and then the other one is another simple one. It was just a scribble
Yeah.
a note to say. And I
Well,
used
uh,
the April
yeah.
stitching guide the month and then this month's pencils,
Yep. Well, as
the
many as
glimmer.
you have to make, you need to, and same here. I think with as many as we have to make, we kind of have to make them a little simpler so that we can crank them out a little bit quicker. So, all right, all right,
Okay, let's see all yours now.
all right. I've got them laying here, so I'll just pull them up one at a time. And I've got enough apples and everything to make more like this, and I've got the words and stuff. So basically, I just put the 2025, the little.
That
And
is
I've got
cute.
student wisdom and congrats on there. I don't know if I can angle it so you can
Yeah.
see it. Yeah. And then I used that embossing folder to just add a little detail around there so it wasn't quite so boring. And I think that was a good move. And then we took all of the little hats and I
I
made a
like
whole bunch
that.
of them.
I like that.
Yeah, just threw the congrats down in the 2025. Very, very simple. And then I used the remnants from where I die cut out for this one. I
That's
popped
cool.
up that O, so it's got a little, or the center to the O, it's got a little bit of dimension there. We've got the star embossing folder that I used and the congrats there. And then I took the other one and I did the same thing and just made it a little bit different. So very
Nice.
quickly. And like I said, I've got tons of more pieces here that I can make some more with. And I think it'll be fun.
Well, now
So
I know what
anyway,
I'm doing in front of the TV today, cutting
yeah.
out apples.
Yep. Yep. Very fun. Fun, fun, fun. Well, we had a good crowd and I appreciate everyone
Yes.
watching. Denise, you guys, everybody go back and check out Denise's live she did this morning at 6 a.m. Bone Tired Traveler. She's got a traveler where they traveler channel and she's did a video with one of her friends that's not going to be able to video for a while because of some illness. So go show them some love on Denise's channel, Bone Tired Travelers. And then
Okay.
don't forget Linda is
Right.
going live at 1 Eastern Central Time. Linda Tomaine creates. Am I saying your last name right, Linda? And then Jana, what do you got going on? She's probably coloring something. She loves the color. She's a
Oh,
fantastic
she's a
colorist.
great colorist.
Yeah, so check out Jana's channel.
She was probably cringing watching me color.
J. Marie Designed is Jana's channel. And she'll probably be doing some coloring. So they love, love, love that apple. And they love your cards, Sarah. So there we go.
Well, thank you,
Great mix.
everybody.
Yeah, great mix. Oh, I'm glad you thought it was fun. Ptomaine. Okay, ptomaine. Was that what I said? Ptomaine?
Toman.
Ptomaine?
Toman?
Ptomaine is how
Okay.
we, oh, Ptoman.
Toman.
Linda Ptoman creates. So there we go. All right. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great week. And we will see you in all the crafty places. So I'm just going to wrap it up.
All
And
right.
we'll catch you guys later. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.